another Generation 2 Plasticon review! Woo! Welcome back to another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover some more Generation 2. When I'm talking G2, I'm talking Autorollers. When I'm talking Autorollers, I'm talking about unreleased stuff. You know, Generation 2 SWAT. Here's G2 SWAT in his APC mode. So all personnel carrier mode. Obviously it's an armored police vehicle. It's got a large vehicle mode. This thing is humongous. It's actually got a lot of heft to it. It's pretty heavy. It's got a nice Policia right here written on this side with the little diaclone star right there on one side and the same here on the other. Not to mention a little G2 Autobot logo right there on his butt, because you know he's an Autobot, because good guys need their armor as well. As you can tell though, he's got a lot of detail. He's packed in with this amount of detail that's just kind of insane. He's also got an articulated cannon on top, which is kind of cool that you can move up and down. Not to mention the radar dish you can actually swirl around, which is kind of cool. I do like that about him. He's very well built. He's not like any of the other type of Transformers you normally get. He's got a lot of heft to him, and he's really not extremely finicky. The other thing he really has is a disc launching gimmick. All you do is you flip this switch on the front and then push him forward, and he fires off these discs. The discs actually are really easy to load right back into the loading mechanism, which is actually a spring-loaded door, which is kind of nice. Transformation, very simple. Flip the switch on the back and push him forward. And then just reposition his arms along with the guns on top of his head. This makes it really simple to transform him. And transforming him back, just as easy. Just flipping the switch back to the other position, and then there you go. I do like the fact that he has a gun storage. Gun storage is something I really think is lacking on a lot of toys nowadays, and this is really kind of a step above. Unfortunately, with the gun here, I do happen to have it here. I'll give you a little bit of a closer look. It is a spring-loaded gimmick, and unfortunately, I actually don't have any missiles for it to fire. Otherwise, I would. I would definitely fire the missiles off in this thing, because this thing's amazing. It's a very chunky robot mode. And I do like this about him. The other thing I like is the fact that it's got an Autobot emblem that just shows up right here in robot mode as well. It's still sporting the one here on the back that you can see. I do like the fact that it's subtle, it's not humongous, and this really kind of draws in the line of what I like to call the G.I. Joe Transformer crossover. This guy would have been a very good Joe vehicle back in the day. He would have been one of the prime ones that you would honestly use for defending your bases and such. He does happen to also have light piping, which is kind of nice, which is green, and it's kind of hard to see, but it's there. It's kind of hampered from this gigantic piece here on the back of his head. Not to mention the head sculpt. That is just an amazing head sculpt. I love all the silver detail work. It just looks very cool. And he just looks like a big, chunky SWAT team kind of guy. I mean, it's very cool, and he honestly has some decent articulation in his arms. His arms do a 360 like this, and it's got some nice little ratcheting detents, which is kind of nice, and they're soft detents too, so you don't really have to worry about it making a whole lot of noise when you're just playing with him in his robot mode. Although, you know, playing with this guy, you got to do the disc launching gimmick, which is also available in his robot mode. By just pushing this latch right here on the back, you can fire these off, which is kind of cool. I do like this about him. Anyhow, this has been Plasticon. This has been another Generation 2 review of SWAT. I'll catch you guys around because I have plenty more coming your guys' way. That's it for now. Bye.